Hello, it's Daryl for Daryl's Homework. This is my second project for the morning, Saturday morning. I've done the washing machine, that was like 15 minutes ago. Now, let's have a look. This turned up yesterday. Okay, that's one project. This is the one that we're going to be working on next. It's my Rover Colt 8 ride-on mower. I've had it for about a year. It's my brother's, he gave it to me. You can see it a bit better. And anyway, it wasn't working when we got it, and we got it going. And then it stopped about 6 months ago. So I have no mechanical kind of knowledge really. So YouTube videos. I go through a lot of YouTube videos on how to fix these things. So I won't be doing any, use this size socket and use that size socket. I just grab sockets that fit, and that's how I do it. I'm a bit messy when it comes to my tools, so I've got my socket set over there, so it's all messed up. So I'll go through what I started on. The battery, I started on the battery, and that battery is flat. So I've gone through a car battery, that's also flat at the moment, so I've been charging that. The next stage was, what do they call that thing? It's that device anyway, whatever it's called, I can't remember. So I was told to, like on the videos, they often clean these things out, so I had an attempt at cleaning it out. Clean the bowl, the carburetor, that's it. So I've done that. This looks like it's detached again. This thing here, it's not opening up and shutting, working there, so that's good, sort of. So, and it still wouldn't start. Let's just try it, see if there's enough juice in this thing to turn it over. Not really. Usually it turns over, but that's all it does, just turns over. It doesn't actually crank. So the next stage was the spark plug, so to test for spark. So I watched many videos on how to do that. I don't think there's one in there at the moment, but anyway, it still wouldn't make a spark. So I went through more YouTube videos, and they said it could be, what was it? I can't remember the name of it. This thing here, what do they call that thing? What is it? Ignition coil. So this is the one from the machine. So I wasn't too sure how to test that, but as it turned out, I had my spare John Deere. So I took the ignition coil off of this one, placed it on here. It was mainly just to see, but the fitting, let's see, it was this part here. The fitting was different. I couldn't put the same bolts in. This one was a little bit wider than that one, so I couldn't put the screws in. But I was able to attach it to the ride-on, and I was able to test whether I could get spark, which I was able to. So that was the first time I saw spark on a spark plug. So that was a good sign. So then I went to the next one and screwed it down really tight, as tight as I could do. This one was the side was a bit loose. Cranked it over, and it actually started. So that was the first time I've heard it start in the 6 months. So that gave me confidence then that it was the ignition coil. So from there I went online and bought one, and that was that package. And then I found one in Australia for $21, probably Chinese import, but That's what I'm going to cut that with. Let's hope that we've got a good fit. Alright, let's see if that matches up. It looks like a match to me. Alright, we'll just double check and make sure that actually fits. Screw holes fit. So they do. So that's good. So I need the rubber end. I've seen them when they do the gaps for these things, that they use a business card. So business card. Put that back on. So next is alright, we're in. Now I've got to find the bolts for that. This is the socket that fits these bolts or nuts or whatever you call them. One of these, what do they call them, open wrench or something. I was looking for, gosh, I found it before and then I've lost it again. This piece here. Alright, so that piece secures the oil thing. So, alright, I'll just screw that in. I'm gonna have a break for a while because this is kind of tiring me out. I say it's going to take me a little while to put this back together again. I can only do this for like half an hour and I'm sick of it. So I'll come back maybe after an hour or so, continue to assemble it and let this battery charge up for a bit. Just going to go watch some YouTube videos. How to reassemble a ride-on mower. Alright, we'll leave it there for now. I'm going to have my mid-morning break, or early morning break. Okay, I'm back. I've had about 45 minutes break. I'm just going to see if I can crank this over. I think it should start. I've got that hooked up. I don't think that battery's fully charged. That one's fully charged. Okay, so we're just going to give this a shot and see what happens. Okay, that's down, that's on. I think everything's as good as I can get it, I think. Alright, here we go. Nothing. There's something in that spark plug. Wow. Can't believe I got it going. So that's ready to put the air filter back on and the exhaust. And this thing's ready to cut some grass again. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, don't want to start. Started just before. Worse. Right, we're just going to let these batteries charge up. I think that's all the problem is now. And then we'll have a crack at it tomorrow morning. Alright, till then, bye. Okay, I've set up the other battery. I've got a slightly better feeling. Show it up in there. Got it started, got it going, but it's not running very well.